So we've had a few requests from learners and other instructors actually on how we actually go around swapping driving tests. So two learners have tests that they want to swap with each other. How do they go about that? So I'm going to explain that to you today. So first things first, you can only swap your own test with another learner driver who has a booked test. Instructors can't swap tests for you, parents can't swap tests for you unless there's a specific need for them to do that. But mostly there's not that need, so only a learner can swap their own test. You're not allowed to change, swap or cancel a driving test for somebody else. The only way you can do the swap is by phoning DVSA, so you can't log in to your booking and swap it that way. You have to phone DVSA. I'll pop the number on the screen for you. Both learners must be available to speak to DVSA at the same time. You don't need to be together in the same room, but you do need to be available on the same day at the same time. Before you phone, you need to check that all your details of your booking are correct. So your email's correct, your phone number's correct, because the DVSA are going to use that to do security check when you phone. Then you both need to meet the following criteria. So both learners swapping tests need to have at least, one of you need to have at least one of your two changes remaining to your test. So you can change your test twice, so you have to have at least one of those changes remaining. You need to request a swap at least 10 days before the earliest of the tests, 10 working days, before the earliest of those tests. You can only swap the same type of test, so like a normal weekday test with another weekday test, an extended test with an extended test, an evening test with an evening test, etc. After the 9th of June, there's another change coming in where you can only swap your test or change your test to another test centre that is within 3 test centres closest to your original booked test. So that also needs to be, both tests need to be within the 3 closest test centres to the booking. I'll do another video on what that change means. And also you need to, if you're going to test with your driving instructor, you need to make sure that they're also available to take you on that new date and time, because they may have holidays or other tests booked as well. So discuss that with them first. So you've done all those checks. How do we actually swap it? So, like I said, you can only swap by phoning DVSA. You will need your driving licence number, your booking reference number, details of the payment card used to pay for that test, unless your driving instructor booked it for you before the changes came in. You'll also need details of any previous tests that you've sat. And you're going to need the other learner's driving test reference number. That's the only information you need to have from that other learner. Do not give your personal details to anybody else, except the DVSA when they phone to confirm that it's you. The other learner doesn't need that. So you've got all that information, you're ready to phone. So you phone the number that I've popped up on screen. So pupil 1 phones the DVSA to request a swap. The DVSA will then go through those security checks with you. And they'll ask for learner 2's reference number. You must then confirm and agree to the swap. The DVSA will put you on hold and phone learner 2 using the number that's on their booking. That's why you need to check your details first. They'll then complete those same security checks with learner 2. They must then confirm and agree to the swap. The DVSA will then come back to learner 1 and complete the swap. Make sure you keep a note of your new test details, because you won't get a new email, but you can log into your account and your new test details will be there. So you can log in at any point and look that up. and your booking reference will stay the same. So you can log in just using the same details. So that's how to swap your tests. Hope that was helpful. Like I said, I'll do another video on the new changes coming in on the 9th of June about where you can change your test to location-wise.